What's up, everybody? Welcome back to FNG Academy. I just had a quick announcement. I'm proud to say that we've been helping people get selected for 3 years now. I've been getting a lot of messages about people thanking us and saying that they just graduated from selection and they got selected. People graduating the Q course. One of my buddies just sent me a video from the Charlie committee. He asked, if you guys have ever heard of the FNG Academy, raise your hands. And all their hands went up, and it just filled me with pride. So part of the way that we do that is making sure that you guys are physically fit and ready for selection. And the way we've been doing that for the past couple of years is by sending you to a Green Beret we know and trust, Kevin over at 18 Alpha Fitness. So if you want to get selected, you need to be in the best shape possible, and you need a programmer who knows what they're talking about. So go check out Kevin over at 18 Alpha Fitness. Use code word BUCK to get a discount. Tell him we sent you and hook you up. Congrats to everyone who's been getting selected lately, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Beers and Breakdowns. In this episode, we're doing Kilo 2 Bravo. Kilo 2 Bravo? Question mark? Because it's so similar to the other movie that's called Bravo 2-0? 2-0? We got so confused. He actually watched Bravo 2-0.
Watched the wrong fucking movie.
This guy shows up. He's like, all right, we're doing Bravo 2-0, right? It's like,
he's
no.
like, yeah, he was like, that movie's really bad. I was like, no, it's actually great. Kilo 2 Bravo is awesome. He's like, are you kidding me? I asked you if it was Bravo 2-0, and I was like, and you confirmed. I was like, it's so similar. I'm sorry. I think this movie is amazing, and it's based on a true story, which is bananas. This whole thing is like terrifying. They go into a minefield, and it's just like poof, poof, everyone's just getting blown up.
Yeah, that's a shitty situation.
Horrible situation. This is a nightmare.
Unless you're Sisu, and then you just grab mines and start hooking them at
throwing
people.
them at people. If it was Sisu, you'd have just taken 10 rocks, and you'd be like, and you would have blown them all up. But this movie is really awesome, and it's wild that it's a true story. But before we get into it, just know that we have a Patreon, guys. Go check it out. Patreon.com/the FNG Academy.
FNG Academy.
FNG Academy, not the FNG Academy. Patreon/FNG Academy. Sign up if you want to support the channel. We really appreciate it. It helps us continue to do what we do. And then there's also extra content on there that we upload on the regular to help you guys get selected. And there's also the Tier 2 program. So if you want to get mentored through the selection process, we got your back. So go check that out. We appreciate you guys so much. And to everyone who is a Patreon, huge shout out to you guys. We thank you so much. You're the best. And we'll continue to figure out ways to give back to you guys to show our thanks. So just know we're always thinking about how to give back to our Patreons the best way possible to show our appreciation. So let's jump into this movie. Oh, real quick, FNGacademy.com. If you're wondering when the next Ruck Trainer drop is, there's now a timer at the top. So it's a countdown to let you know when the next drop is going to be, because we always get asked like, hey, when are they coming back out? So now we have a timer on the website. Also, the boots are coming out very soon. We just got the final prototypes. They're getting actually shipped to us right now. So they finally got finished. Custom outsoles and midsoles, and that's why they took so long, is because we changed the shape of the boot. Everyone else has a normal shape boot, Vibram soles, so it takes no time to make a new boot, but we had a custom wide toe box, so that way you have the perfect boot for the military and for rucking. 0 drop, max cushion, best boot ever done for military, coming soon. All right, let's jump into this movie. Picking up anything? Did you see anything?
What? I just was looking at a guy pull security.
Come on then, what's the news? There was heat wave back home. What's the news? Typical, innit?
All right, pause.
Typical, innit?
They keep forgetting to load the rifle, then load the weapon system. The 50 cal was empty, and then it was full, and then now I think, do they have it?
It looks like a belt on the other side.
So they had it, is it switched? We always did left to right.
Yeah, no, that's what looks weird.
They got it going right to left?
Well, they're British, isn't it?
Isn't it? Oh, is that like driving on the other side of the car?
Oi! They do everything backwards, mate.
Yeah, backwards. They're like the drive seat's on the right side of the
Queen.
vehicle. Is that for real?
I don't know, bloke.
They got clearly have the rounds loaded into the right side of the.
It is, yeah.
Is that the 240?
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, it's.
Or no, that's a 50.
Yeah, that's a 50.
What the? I'm so confused. Like, do you have to be that committed to your opposite side of the road? Like, he's driving on the left-hand side of the vehicle. He has to load his rounds into the right side of the gun. Like, come on, bro. That shit would throw me off so bad. They'd be like, reload the gun. I'm like,
You gotta pick up
it's on the
their
wrong
gun?
side. Dude, I would get shot trying to figure out how to load that gun. If you gave me a 50 cal with all the rounds on the right side, I'd be like, this isn't right. This isn't right. I need a new gun.
Anyway, where's the flat? Flat? Hat? It's all around you, mate. Terry pokes his nose up here.
Pause.
We smash him back into his hole.
Now it's just dead ass empty.
It's just back and forth.
Yeah. Now he has 0 rounds at all. At least they kept it on the right side, which is still so weird. It's like making me confused. No, ammunition all loads in from the left. I bet you could switch it though. I bet you could just.
You have to be able to.
Yeah, switch your feed tray to
It feels like it
right
would
to left side.
Be more involved in that. I don't know what the mechanism is like in there, but
I think there's just a. If I remember from like the 240, there should just be a pin that holds on your feed tray. But you can't just switch it from one side to the other. You would just need maybe you would have to change out the feed tray. I'm so confused right now. I would have to like take it apart. We just never had that problem because no one ever comes up and is like, hey man, turns out I want to load it from the right.
I'm left-handed. I can't do this.
It's like, nah, that's ruining it for everybody.
Some British dudes are gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Hey ma.
Oi.
Hey ma.
I'll set it up.
This is Athens. You've got 360 all-round defence. Down here you've got the GPMG 50 cal, clacking for the claymores. In here's the interpreter's place. That's water, ablutions. You've got burn pit, chip pit down beyond that.
Right, this needs to go over with the other stuff. Ken?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, but I did it yesterday.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Prosser.
Go on, lads.
You're in here with the medic and the med store. HQ.
What a horrible, horrible position to be in. Like, you're just at the peak of a mountaintop, which tactically, it's a good spot.
Yeah.
You got Overwatch
You
on
can defend it.
completely 360. You got your mortar pit right in the center. You probably have a ton of preset mortar firing positions. So one thing I noticed about the mortar pit, I didn't see any ammo laid out.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the markings for like your optics, so that we have preset positions. So we could just say, hey, hit this one. You could just start adjusting your fire. Yeah, no ammo. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, mortar pit looks good. You got your dug in positions. Everything looks good. Sandbagged. Tactically looks great. Lifestyle wise, horrible.
No, that sucks.
Dude, you're just baking
Like,
at the
how
top
long
of,
do I have to be here?
Yeah. You're
Screw
just
this.
getting sun baked into oblivion, and the only thing like rest position you have is under shade.
Ugh.
Underneath like some tin that you
Tin,
set up,
yeah.
dude. It's just horrible. And then the spots are so small. Like you're sitting in that position. You're not moving around. You're not walking around. You're either baking in the sun or sitting down in a dugout.
Right.
It's like, what a
But
shitty spot.
For me, this is because I'm trying to watch it, but I can't focus on the movie. It reminds me of a time in the Q course where, as Charlie students, we had a British guy come and give us an IED class. I didn't learn shit because the whole time, every time he's just talking, and I'm just like replaying the accent in my head the whole time.
You're trying to get it down.
Yeah.
Like,
Oi, what am I-
Explosive.
I didn't learn shit in that course.
Explosive.
It's like,
It's an explosive.
you sound like you're from London.
It's an explosive, Governor. You guys want a tilly, boys, in the governor's space?
Oh, wow.
Them booty cheeks, bro.
Clinical term is dick rot.
Why does it look so happy, mate?
Anyone nice?
4, actually. All delightful.
Bastard. Put it away. Got to be careful flashing about this stuff.
I got a story about this.
Exactly.
I walked into my team room one time, and my team sergeant is standing there in this position with our 18 Delta. Just like that, hands up. All I see is his shirt and his ass cheeks, and our medic is down there. I don't know what he was doing.
STD checks, bro.
I just walk in the team room and I'm like, what the fuck? But it's so normal to see something like this.
Yeah, I was going to say every 18 Delta's wet dream is just checking your boys for STDs.
He was
Like, well, it's a little pussy. You're going to take this pack.
I just remember he was just like, "Stop looking me in my eyes." But he was doing this check. But imagine in the civilian world walking into your office and seeing this. Like, you're never gonna see something like that.
Stop staring at me ass, you frobber.
What's the fucking hurry, Hat?
What does that remind you of?
The Q course?
Robin Sage. Dude.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Robin Sage.
Walking up that freaking hill every day for water.
So in Robin Sage, we essentially had this position where it was at the top of a hill and the only access was at the way bottom.
Yep.
So every day to get water, we had to take our jugs all the way down to the bottom, fill them up, and then carry them way back up to the top. And it was that steep of a climb.
It was miserable.
Miserable. It was the worst part
terrible.
of the day every single day. I hated it so much.
It was so bad.
The worst sage lane based on the worst sage lane for that point, but the best in a lot of ways.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
The sage was the best part of the Q course by far.
Tally target.
Widow 1-3, clear hot, clear hot.
Hitman 1-1, clear halt. Hitman 1-1, off halt, 9 seconds.
He needs double stop. Still needs double tops.
What's he f***ing doing over there?
Hitman 1-1.
I just thought it was a good fire mission because they called out like witch tube, direction, like illume, all that. It was just a good fire mission, and then they nailed it, and it was a good fire mission. It was annoying. First of all, they're talking shit. I have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming it's bad. And they said breakfast. He didn't hit his breakfast in the morning. How's he surprised if he eats a fucking sausage, man? Like, what did you say?
Can you imagine you're like on the radio and that comes over? You're like, say again?
And then the pilot kept saying, cleared halt. Cleared what? Clear halt.
Is that Conor McGregor?
Is that clear halt? Want to send it down for a Dewey?
I think you said you're Tilly on that one, though. It sounded like it was a Tilly.
And so it's just funny. And then it was irritating when the guy completely misses a shot, the pilot. And then they're like, oh, no, we're out of gas. We're leaving. It's like, bro, you couldn't have said that before that you had one shot at it. Like, at least let us know. Like, hey, guys, we only have enough fuel for one pass. This is all you get. Yeah. And then I'd be like, well, please hit it.
Hey, measure twice, cut once, you know?
He just has this asinine miss and goes, nah, we're going home. Like, well, thanks for coming in the first place.
You didn't do shit.
Like, send us your A team if you're only going to give me one round. That shit was ass shot, dude.
Please hit it.
Down the goat's track to the southeast. Re-entrance to the wadi. Up the slope to the west ridge. Faz is rear man and Bomber's got eyes on, so it's full cover.
All right, ladies. Radio check at the bottom. I'll see you when you get back.
Wait, Fatty. Anything happens to me down there, make sure you tell your mum I love her.
I need subtitles for this movie. I don't know what they're saying.
Like, anything happens down there, tell your mom it's over. He's like, yeah, you gotta fuck your father. He's coming in here, you gotta fuck your father, you motherfucker.
Wow. You could piss off an entire island.
I was gonna say it's like the entire country. So I could be like,
sorry, guys.
We don't
Hey, we sound stupid too, all right? So I like this scene a lot because it's like, I like their mindset behind it. They're stuck on the top of this fighting position. It's boring as shit. They're so isolated and secluded. Like, they have such a good tactical position that they don't get to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to come rushing this hill because you guys are just going to light them up. So these guys decide to be proactive and like, well, what's the worst case scenario? Is that they would come down this wadi and then push up on us and we wouldn't be able to see them. So let's set some trip wires down there. And that way, if they do come down that, there's flares. Right. It's just improving your fighting position. It ended up going completely south, but I don't think that was their fault. And I don't think that was a bad plan. I think they're doing the right thing.
I think, tactically, it's a solid plan.
Yeah. They found a weak point in their security and they're going out to address the weak point. What happens is just insanely unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't even make any sense why that wadi would be so covered in mines in the first place.
Yeah, like why would that be a minefield?
Right.
Yeah.
Like tactically, why would you put a minefield here? But it is what it is.
They did.
They got the shit into that stick.
Guys, fucking eyes on you, mate! Fucking eyes on! Just leave the rifle. That's my fucking finger, pal. Don't tell me to fucking calm down. Listen to me. You're on a fucking mine, mate, all right? Ah! Come down with me, man. Go ahead. Just give me your fucking head. Shit! Shut the f*** off.
So this is where it starts to get bad.
Yeah.
And then it just continues to get worse.
Gets bad for them?
Yeah, I mean, he stepped on a landmine, and then now everyone else that comes in to help him just starts getting blown up.
It's crazy. He's like, I just lost my finger. And then he's like, bro, you lost more than a finger.
Yeah.
So tactically, from watching this, thinking back, putting my medic hat back on, so there's a couple things that he's doing that we learned to do in the course too, where it's like you come up, put that knee right there, you're trying to block you're trying to shut off any blood flow from that femoral artery. So he did that with the knee. The only thing is once he puts the tourniquet on, he doesn't tighten it. Like he tightens it by hand. He doesn't turn the windlass.
Right.
Because you're turning that thing to really cinch it down because tourniquets are not comfortable.
It should be super painful.
Yeah, they're very painful. In order to compress, especially in the leg, because you got so much muscles in your leg, in order to compress it enough to shut down that artery, you're really cranking the crap out of that thing. And, it's a movie, whatever, but he didn't tighten it by the windlass.
Yeah.
But I did like it because you see a lot of movies too where a limb will get blown off and it's just like psh, 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 like shooting out. But the body does what's called shunting when something like that happens. And as a protection method, it stops the blood flow to that area momentarily.
Nice.
So it's not going to be immediate where it's just spurting out. So it would take a little bit and then the body eventually will relax and start spurting it out. So that was, kind of cool too.
Yeah.
That they showed that.
At least if it's this hard, they won't detonate if you walk over them.
I don't think that's how it works. One here, boss.
Just mark it, buddy, and then deviate.
Oh.
So I killed him.
All right, these boys got some giant brass balls.
That sucks.
Dude, you're just digging like essentially an entire walking path, 1 little inch at a time.
Yeah.
And then trying to pry up mines. And then you find one, he goes, one here, boss. Mark it and deviate. Bro, I'm peeing right now and I'm shitting. I'm terrified. I don't want to mark it.
Inches from that freaking thing.
Yeah. It's right in my face.
Jeez.
And then second of all, have you ever, okay, maybe you were as a Charlie, but I was never as a Bravo taught how to go pry up landmines.
Yeah, we were, but we're not going to pry them up. We had this little carbon fiber knife. You guys probably had them on your team,
had
too.
it.
Okay, yeah.
EOD guy had
it,
yeah.
So, because, with the metal, you can transmit electricity and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So we had these carbon fiber knives that we would do the same thing, and they teach you like the angle. It's like a real shallow angle, and you're just going in, and like once you touch it and you realize it's a mine, you're doing what he's doing. You're marking it and going around. Because no, we're not messing with mines. We're not EOD. Yeah, we just want to know it's there so we can bypass it. Because we're not EOD. Like you mess with a mine, there's no telling what the mechanism, the trigger mechanism is on that.
Oh, if you're Warhorse 1, you would pick that mine up, put it in your pocket, and then reset it later on down the road.
You're like, I'm gonna push the pause button on this. Put it in there. First time explain it to a 5-year-old. Put it in her face.
This is a mine. It's got a fuse. Face gone. But I'm gonna use it later to protect us.
But yeah, so this is what you're gonna do.
Just
I'm not
mark it and then move around.
Move away. Yep.
That's good to know about the carbon fiber because I've seen Travis' knife, and I was like, I didn't know why it was carbon fiber. I didn't know that it could, just the potential.
What's the electromagnetic is a way that you can initiate an explosive, depending on the trigger type of trigger that it has.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to do that with a metal knife.
55-48.
Charlie, what's going on? They're not moving. Their signal is something.
What an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like your savior finally shows up and you can't get to them because you're surrounded by landmines, and they can't get to you, and they don't even know that they can't get to you. They're just telling you, come on, let's go, let's go. It's like, we can't, bro.
And I'm sure all those little red flags that you put in have been washed away.
Oh, that's a good point.
So now you can't go forward or backwards at this point.
You don't know where to move.
That sucks.
Terrible. Part of me would be thinking, fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Let's just go. Let's just go.
No.
But they made the best decision possible to save lives, and that's just to stay put.
Yeah.
Even though your safety is right there. It's like you could throw a rock at it.
That sucks.
Horrible. Mentally, that would be the worst. And then
for sure.
It just leaves.
Yeah.
And then because they have to figure out what to do, and it's like you're back to where you started.
He's in Belfast, man. 2 fucking years ago. Piss. I put one in a town a few weeks ago. What's your name? What?
Harvey.
Jarhead. My right lung's collapsed. If you don't cut me, stick this in my chest. I'll stop breathing and die. Second rib, mid-clavicular. First one. I can't ask again.
To have to talk your way through your own chest needle D for someone that doesn't know what they're doing?
That sucks.
That's terrifying, dude.
It's like, put it right here between the 3rd and 4th intercostal space. They're like, what's the intercostal space?
I mean, he's panicking because he doesn't want to stab you.
Yeah.
You're freaking out because you're either A, going to die, and then B, you're still going to get stabbed in the chest with a needle.
Yeah.
And you have to talk him through it.
Jesus.
Dude.
That sucks.
That's insane.
That's not a good time.
The last thing I ever want to do is have to shove a needle D into somebody.
Oh, yeah.
My biggest fear, especially after we did it on live tissue training with the goats, is to have to do a trach.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Dude, a trach
You got to cut somebody's neck?
Yeah, a trach is awful. And I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I was trying to find that spot that, like, you feel it, I was like, yeah.
Nope.
No. It felt the same, dude.
Even as a medic, man, a lot of that same kind of training you're doing, and you're like, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
It's going to stab you in the neck now.
Oh, gosh, dude. Terrifying. Dude, he gets everybody out and like is doing his best to save everybody. And then by the time they get everybody out, he's just stuck there by himself. Like he's got blood on him as they were lifting him out. The blood's falling all over him from his buddies. And he's just like, he's okay. So, but you're still stuck in a fucking minefield.
Jeez.
Like, I'm not okay.
That sucks.
I would have been holding on to that basket and be like, just lower me down somewhere else.
What a shitty situation.
And then he's just sitting there stuck by himself now, like fingering for mines. Horrible, horrible situation.
It's a bad day.
Bad day. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that episode. What an amazing movie. I love this movie. I thought it was really good. And the fact that it was based on a true story, absolutely crazy, crazy situation. So, top notch. You guys recommended this movie a lot. Unfortunately, we got it mixed up with Bravo 20.
Yeah.
Not only Kurt did this time, but we did in the past where we thought you guys were recommending the same movie. So I was like, we already did that one. And then I looked up again. I was like, oh, shit. Kilo 2 Bravo is a separate movie.
You could see
from
how
Bravo
we could,
20.
You can see how we could mix these up.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I watched it and I was like, damn, this is a dope ass movie.
Yeah,
they did a great job. Not only is the true story amazing, it was just a really well done movie.
Yeah, I just wish I could understand them more.
Yeah, a little subtitle action, but awesome movie. Hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown. Is it realistic? Damn right it was. They did a good job with that movie. Acting was really good. Everything about it, loved it. Good movie. Great recommendation, guys. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.